Greetings, Robin. It's Wednesday, September 9th, 2015, and you have not uploaded the video yet. You know which one I'm talking about. The video that we spent half an hour filming has not been uploaded. The bonus video, which you promised, has not yet been uploaded. But, hey, I get it. Since I have seen you, I have been up to my elbows in work to do. But that's okay. That's normal for me here. But, it means that this video is once again unedited and unscripted. Don't care. Searching for care to give, and I find none. But the question you asked was a very interesting question, so let's get right into it. You asked me to pick 4 cartoons from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and 2010s that were my favorite. Here they go. So from the 80s, my favorite cartoon would have to be She-Ra, Princess of Power. Basically the girls' version of He-Man, but it's super awesome. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's got all the craziness of He-Man and kind of the same kind of character arcs, but instead it's She-Ra, Princess of Power. Really great show to watch. I haven't seen it as much, but it is still one of my favorites. And then the 90s was actually a tie, which wasn't supposed to be a tie, and then I got sucked into Captain Planet. So my 2 favorites for the 90s are Captain Planet, which you've heard me talking about a lot because it's really, really great. Show about a bunch of environment eco-geeks led by an Earth spirit, voiced by Whoopi Goldberg, who's introduced by... I can't think of his name. Star Trek. Oh well. It'll come back to me. LeVar Burton. There we go. LeVar Burton. And that's a great show. And then my other one is the Powerpuff Girls, which every girl in the 90s watched. Powerpuff Girls, like Total Blossom, obviously, which was one of my favorites. Classic 90s Cartoon Network cartoon. Really, really great. Moving on. Then 2000s. 2000s was an interesting time in the cartoon world. There were tons to pick from. Disney Channel, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon. Tons to pick from, but my favorite, obviously, is Kim Possible. And if you haven't seen Kim Possible, what are you doing with your life? Kim Possible was fantastic. I wish they had it on longer. He had Kim Possible and Ron Stoppable and Wade and all the really great villains, and it was just a really great show. Had lots of action in it, and it's possibly one of my favorite characters to cosplay ever, because she's great. And then the 2010s. So this show was mostly in the 2000s, but it had part of its seasons in the 2010s, so I'm counting it. And that would be the second version of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the animated series. Superfans will know that the first Star Wars: The Clone Wars was in early 2000s, 2002, 2003, around the time that the prequel movies were ending. And it focused more on Anakin and Obi-Wan and the beginning stages of the Clone Wars. And then you have the new series, which included Ahsoka Tano and tons of diverse female characters and tons of new canon, which incorporated a lot of the new stories for the second half of the Clone Wars. But that was one of my favorite shows, how I kind of got started into Star Wars and writing, and you heard all about that last week. Alright, so, Robin, I have a challenge for you. Mwahaha. So as you can see by my shirt, or maybe you can't, now you can see it, I am a very big comic book fan, and as are you. But I decided, if it was going to be a challenge, it should be a real challenge, alright? So Robin, I challenge you to do closet cosplays of 4 of the Avengers, okay? You can pick any 4 you want. It doesn't have to be from the movies, it'll also be some from the comics, but you have to pick 4 Avengers, do cosplays of them, and you cannot go buy stuff to do them. You have to make the cosplay with what you have, accessories included. You can make stuff, but it has to be like what we have inside the house. Okay? So I expect 4 closet cosplays and pictures of those, and that is your challenge for next week. I hope you have lots of fun with that. So, my name is Batgirl. Robin, I will see you on Wednesday.